Music is the name of la la.
Music is the name of la la, okay.
Puppy, your name is love, love.
Puppy, your name is love, love.
Kissing is the part of love, love.
Kissing is the part of la la.
Do it for your lover. You are my Jackson, Michael Jackson. You are my lover, crazy lover.
Why are these people on TV?
You were trying to run away from God, and I wouldn't let you run.
Welcome back to Cringe Against Humanity, a channel you might like to call Cuh.
But no matter what you like to call this place, the truth is, we do one thing here.
We research, uncover, investigate, and react to cringe videos.
It's an evil world we live in.
That's right. Here at Cringe Against Humanity, we find content that makes your skin crawl with cringe. In hopes that each and every one of our viewers catch a disease that we like to call second-hand embarrassment.
Newsflash, cringe humor attack shit is lame.
I'm your host, Mr. Black, and the way this works is each week my producer, Tom Arrow, gets a bunch of clips he found across the internet and he puts them in a folder right here on my computer, and I've got to watch them and deliver my reaction straight to the camera to you guys.
The manager says he's never seen a reaction like it.
So it looks like this week's topic is the worst live singer or song performances of all time. So
Don't sing.
I'm excited to jump into this. I used to be a singer myself. I gigged around Ireland for 16 years.
I want you to play it for me.
Oh, tell me, baby, baby, where did I go wrong?
You're shit.
I'm not saying I was the best, but hopefully nothing I ever did ends up in a compilation like this. So let's jump into it and see what happens.
I need you to press play.
Oh, one more thing. There is a side note here that the very first clip doesn't contain any singing, so...
How can that be possible?
What a way to start off a compilation video about worst singers. With a clip that has no singers!
Just stop talking.
The first video on our list is titled Basil Marceaux, the next governor of Tennessee. So, getting political. Let's see what happens.
Channel 4 is working for you to help you make a choice in the governor's primary race.
As part of that commitment, we have given all 5 candidates from the 2 major parties time during our news to let you know where they stand, in their own words, about the topics of their choosing.
That's right, and the order was chosen by random drawing tonight. We hear from Basil Marceaux.
I'm BasilMarceaux.com, the Republican candidate for governor.
Hold on. Was he sleeping when they started? Hold on. Go back just a little bit. I'm sorry. Already starting off with a stop. Starting with a stop. Apologies.
I'm BasilMarceaux.com.
Dude, he's sleeping! Now we hear from Basil Marceaux, and he's going... He was sleeping, dude.
I'm BasilMarceaux.com, the Republican candidate for governor.
And he's a website! He's BasilMarceaux.com. He's a Republican candidate for governor. He's sleeping, and he's a website.
You didn't check the website?
This clip is like a minute long, and so many stops. There's so many points. It's this cringeception.
I'd like to recall all permits and registration for guns. Everyone can carry guns. If you kill someone, no, you get murdered. You go to jail.
Okay, if this guy becomes governor of Tennessee, he's going to recall all permits and registration for guns, okay? So just let that sink in.
Everyone can carry a gun.
Everybody's doing it.
Because quite simply, if you kill someone, no, you get murdered. You go to jail. So that's the level of policy that we're looking at if we vote for Basil Marceaux. If you kill someone, no, you get murdered. You go to jail, okay?
And I like to plant grass or vegetation across the state with any vacant lot and sell it for gas so we can use it for our expenses.
This is a very odd looking individual. I mean, for starters, he looks like a very worn out Russell Crowe, okay? He's got one collar tucked into his suit. He's got another collar hanging out, white shirt underneath his suit jacket, so doing the hokey pokey. And then he's wearing a suit jacket I'm assuming he got in Goodwill.
There's a Goodwill and a Salvation Army store less than 2 blocks from here.
I don't know. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I've definitely done that too. But you're the candidate for governor of Tennessee? And you come on dressed like that? Did nobody look at this and go, hey, let's fix this? I mean, someone put the little mic on him, I'm assuming. So they were, and why is it buttoned down? He's got and there's no hair. And dude, it's all wrong. It's just all wrong, Basil Marceaux.
Also, I'm going to remove all gold fringe flags from the state and apply the real flag with 3 stripes.
I'm going to remove all gold fringe flag, fly real free flag with way.
I also want to stop traffic stops.
Something tells me he wants to stop traffic stops because he has trouble seeing them.
Hello? There was a stop sign?
He's imagining a traffic stop right there. I'm going to stop traffic stops because I can't be bothered.
Set it up like the Supreme Court ruled in Knowles versus Iowa. You can't find evidence in a car, you can't look.
And he's got a point. If you can't find an innocent car, you can't look. If you kill someone, no, you get murdered. You go jail. Everyone carry guns.
I want you all to vote for Basil Marceaux.
I want you all vote Basil Marceaux.
I want you to say the Pledge of Allegiance to a Republic in the morning when you come out. And we all pray to God and say amen. And everyone have a nice day. And I see you all at the polls. Thank you.
So under the nationwide presidential ruling of Basil Marceaux as governor of Tennessee, when you wake up in the morning, you got to come out. You got to put your hand on your heart and say the Pledge of Allegiance to the gold fringe flag. And also pray to God and say amen. I'm sure amen would work too. And be on your best behavior because, you know, everyone carry guns. If you kill someone, no, you get murdered. And if you can't find an innocent car, you can't look. It's as simple as that.
I had to tell them everything. It's the law, okay?
I mean, I personally don't see what the big problem is, you know? Fucking pray to God, say amen, hand on your heart, Pledge of Allegiance, can't find an innocent car, you can't look. If you kill someone, no.
You get murdered.
You go jail, okay? The man's got a point. He's got bars. He's not, this is not a game, all right? If you can't find an innocent car, you cannot look. And everyone carry gun. If you kill someone, no, you get murdered. BasilMarceaux.com, motherfucker.
Have a nice day.
And have a nice day, goddammit. Well, that was like a 1-minute clip, and that was a lot to unpack. So I'm looking forward to number 2. This is where the bad singing apparently starts, but this is supposed to be relative to BasilMarceaux.com. So
Could be a distant relative.
now prepare your ears because I was wandering around the studio while Tom Arrow was looking these things up, and I could hear the audio peeking through his headphones. So this will be fun.
You heard loud noises in the bedroom.
The clip's called Coffee with Candidates, Chris Young. And as I said, apparently relative to Basil Marceaux. So, I guess here we go with ChrisYoung.com.
This morning, we're beginning our new series, Coffee with the Candidates, to help you get to know the candidates running for office in the upcoming elections and on a personal level. And today, we begin with Providence mayoral race. And joining us this morning is Democratic candidate Chris Young. Thanks for being here this morning.
Okay, I see the relativity now. So Basil Marceaux was running for Republican candidate for governor of Tennessee, and Chris Young is mayoral candidate as running for mayor of Providence, Rhode Island, it looks. So this is Fox Providence. That's the new show that we're on, and definitely have a retired wrestling fan sitting to the right of this quite beautiful reporter.
Love wrestling that, but I don't think the fans dig it that much.
Thank you for having me.
Well, first of all, tell me a little bit about why did you get into politics in the first place?
Well, I got into politics to bring attention to the issues that matter to the people of the state of Rhode Island, including issues of poverty and inequality within our society.
Fair enough. That's quite admirable. I don't know, though. I think I'm still sticking with if you kill someone, no, you get murdered.
BasilMarceaux.com.
It's a commitment for life.
Tell me a little bit about, that's kind of a heady answer or question to ask you. But on a lighter side of things, what do you do for fun?
So good. The way she's steering it, she's steering the boat there, right? So he came prepared with this paper, and she's trying to lighten it up to get to know him a little better.
And what's your favorite place to go to in Providence?
Well, my favorite place to go to is a Catholic church. I'm a Catholic. But I want to say that I write songs for fun.
Whoa! I love when people say shit like that.
What do you do for fun?
I write songs.
Tell me more about yourself, Chris. Where do you like to go? What do you like to do for fun? I like to go to the Catholic church, and I write songs for fun. We're dipping back into Basil Marceaux territory here.
We're not going backwards.
And I could play a song for you really quick. And this is a song that I've written, okay? I tried to have my guitarist sing, but they wouldn't let me come in, so...
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I think it would be good if you talked about Basil.
Dude, look, Basil Marceaux is an animal on his own right, but this is insane. So the guy has come in to do this. Okay, so these must be like hey, we've got to fill a few slots, we don't have enough candidates, and they just throw random people in that don't deserve it. I think that's where you got the BasilMarceaux.com, who, hey, legend.
Basil, stop talking stupidness.
But now we're talking about Chris Young, and they wouldn't, what he just said is they wouldn't let him bring his guitarist on. It's hitting me now exactly what he wants to do. So he has segued into this to try and get him. Dude, he doesn't care about politics. He's a sneaky musician. And you know what? I give him fucking credit for that. This is a good try.
Well, it might not be that bad.
But we're 7 seconds into the music, and I can tell you right now, it's
worse. It's so much worse.
I tried to have my guitarist thing, but they wouldn't let me come in, so. I'll sing it for you, okay? To the rich man who stands in his house, high upon the hill. The chains that bind you, the flames surround you, for the price you have received.
So he's on the show. He's supposed to be talking about politics. She's cringing her f***ing ass off. She's trying to ask questions to steer the conversation in the way it's supposed to go for a segment on the show, getting to know your candidates, a segment they don't even want to know. And this dude has come on. He's got lyrics in one hand. It's not f***ing the questions. I thought it was questions for politics at the start, or just like, you know, rebuttals or whatever. It's not. It's lyrics. And he has a guitarist with him. They clearly wouldn't let the guitarist come on. He was like, please, please, please. They wouldn't let the guitarist come on. So he has done one of two things. This is the funniest ever.
Angela, initiate plan A.
Yes, Your Holiness.
Either, I don't know which one's better, because he's either decided before he got to the f***ing news place, he decided, I better have a backup in case they don't let the guitarist go on. So he got the guitarist to record his part into his phone or voice recorder, whatever it is, probably a voice recorder. He looks like that type of guy. And now he knew, if they don't let me bring the guitarist in, I'll just whip this out. I'll whip out my lyrics and I'll just ball this shit out.
Wait, I thought that was plan B. No, plan B is what we do in case plan A fails.
Or they said, no, you can't bring the guitarist on. And he devised a quick thinking plan to have the guitarist lace down his part out in the studio hallway so he could bring it in and he could get what he wants, which is genius. He's got a suit on, and the suit's all right. His head's too big for the suit, and he's got a man bun, and he's got receding hair, and it couldn't be better.
Back to plan A.
What good are those riches, and are they worth the cost? Are you lost? Too rich to see Jesus in the poor.
No rhymes. Doesn't need to rhyme.
Are you lost? Too far to see Jesus from where you are.
Is this plan A? Is this plan B? You tell me what's going on here.
Parts of me have crawled inside myself. The way he is, the way he's, dude, you can't do this. Chris, listen, this is not how you communicate or socialize with people. You can't play a shitty sound on your phone from a guitarist you had record into the phone mic and have your half crinkled up lyrics in front of you on a show and a man bun and a suit, shaved sideburns and receding hair, and come on and sing like this. To the rich man falls upon the hill. The way he's looking back and forth between the lyrics and her eyes. Can you imagine what she's feeling right now? I mean, he thinks he's doing good. She's a desert. And that's how it is. And that's exactly what's happening. She's a desert everywhere.
But I want to say that I write songs for fun.
I'm dry.
Yeah, it's gross and it's cringy, but it's true. And it's Chris Young.
To the poor and lame, imprisoned and enslaved, be not afraid. It is the Son of God who stands with you. And are you lost?
Chris, thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming in and serenading me this morning.
I just realized that he even knew to hold his phone up to the clip-on mic they have on him. And he thinks he's done good still. Did you see the way she was sitting with her legs crossed? She was mortified. And the way, imagine having to be in her position to have to interrupt this buffoon live on TV without hurting his feelings. And it's not possible, by the way. Like, it's not possible to hurt this guy's feelings. This guy does not have feelings, just ambitions. I'm still voting for Basil Marceaux.
Thank you.
I didn't realize
Next
that
time
you
our guitarist could come in, that would be great.
That would be great. I didn't realize that you
He's
were
right
such
out in the lobby if you want to have him in.
Well, that's really nice of you. I'm afraid we're out of time because you've serenaded me this morning. What?
I hope you learned something from it.
Well.
Whoa! God damn. Dude, there are people out there like this. And you know what? We're going to do several episodes on them. I mean, I'm talking about, let's go back. Let's go back into time. Let's go through WB Superstar. That's a great one. Let's go through early American Idol auditions, you know, back when the judges were raw and real and authentic. And let's go through X Factor. I mean, like, let's do a whole series where we react to old auditions from those music shows. They're brilliant back when the judges weren't soft. I love that shit. But those judges wouldn't get through Chris Young's skin. That's a fact.
What?
I hope you learned something from it.
Well, when did you? I learned that you love to sing. How long have you sung for?
All my life, ever since I was a young child, and I'd like the opportunity to come in your show again and sing again with my band.
No, dude, it's not happening. No one's letting. Dude, they didn't want you on in the first place. You found a sneaky way around it to get your shit done. And now you want to come back? Dude, the look on her face here at 2:59 says everything.
I'd like the opportunity to come in your show again and sing again with my band.
Well, we'll see what we can do about that. Chris,
How
thanks
about
so
this
much
week?
for being...
Later this week?
Well, you know what? I tell you what, that's a higher pay grade than me, and the other people arrange that. But thank you for being here this morning, and don't forget.
Here's some advice from a former professional singer, right? If you're a singer, if you're starting out and you want to sing, don't be one of these people that are like,
I want you to listen to me.
Here's me, listen to me. Everybody stop, everybody shush and listen to me.
I want to sing.
No one owes you that.
You owe me.
Seriously, don't do that. Don't be these people. Don't corner people in elevators.
He cornered me. I was afraid.
Don't corner people on airplanes and make them listen to you sing. It doesn't matter how good you are.
I'm really good at it.
Just don't do that. No one likes it. No one likes this guy. I don't like this guy.
I hate this guy.
Listen to me. You can't act like this around people. This guy's so unaware of who he is and how he comes across. And this woman over here has only known him for 2 minutes and she feels like he's been stalking her whole life.
Maybe underneath it all, he's a nice guy.
And that's not the impression you want to leave on people.
But he sure does make a very good first impression.
And if you act like this, whether it's singing, whatever talent you have, whatever you're good at, if you act like this to people, especially when you can't deliver, even when you can deliver sometimes, this pushes people away and people don't want to be around you. Don't be this eager. This is not eager. This is not seizing opportunities. This is desperation. And Chris Young just really needs to remember, if you kill someone, no, you get murdered.
You go to jail.
I don't want to go to jail.
Well, that was certainly hard to listen to, but we're moving on now to our next clip, which is titled Marshal Pope Freestyles Live on Talk of Alabama. This has to be good because it's Alabama.
Marshal Pope is a rapper turned spoken word artist. Please welcome Marshall to the show. Good morning. Doing well. So tell me why the change from rapping to spoken word?
Dude looks pretty good. Fresh ass jeans, nice little t-shirt, like the watch. I like the whole vibe. I like the earrings. I mean, I'm genuinely hoping for the best here, you know? I'm hoping this has the possibility to be good. But it won't be.
Because it's basically the same thing. You know, I dealing with words for the Bible. It says in the Bible, first there was word.
So my whole goal for this episode was to step away from the religious themed cringe, because what happened on our last video, our first video, was we did religious cringe and we ended up hitting some kind of algorithm where we pulled in a lot of Christians, which again, I've got no problem with, but some of them weren't happy. Some of them were really annoyed that I was taking swings at some of these phony ass preachers. So I thought I'll do a few episodes where I don't mention religion or anything like that, and we'll be good. But so far, we've got 3 strikes. I mean, Basil Marceaux, pray to God, say amen. Chris Young, Catholic, singing songs about Jesus. Now we've got Marshal Pope, who's talking about the Bible. So I guess swings and roundabouts.
In the book of Genesis. And so we live our lives based on that book, which is the Bible. And I felt like writing I could actually help someone that need help for a spoken word, written word, any kind of word.
Some of your poems, your poetry,
right,
you have put in a book. You actually have 3 books here.
Right.
Tell us about each one. We're looking at Invisible Shackles here first.
Dude has a book and it's him on it. Maybe it looks like he's in handcuffs, right? Okay, so there's a Xerox copy of himself on the front. It's called Invisible Shackles, and then underneath it's White or Wrong.
White people are crazy.
The Struggles of Love is a poetry book of intimate poems I've written when I was like 16, 17 years old.
So really, at that age, you were already doing poems and stuff. What did your friends think about that?
It wasn't real manly or tough to actually write poetry. That's why I changed my poems into raps, and that's how I started rapping.
Dude's in high school, probably not the coolest kid in school. He starts writing love poems, intimate love poems, a 16 or 17-year-old. Gets beat up for it or some shit, gets bullied for it, I would say, and decided to start rapping the poems. Roses are red, violets are blue. Who am I, motherfucker, who are you? You ain't got a motherfucker do things if you blue. Sit in your home, be a stoop. Ooh, come at me, Marshall, come at me.
You're going to do a spoken word for us now, right?
Right.
And tell us what we're about to hear.
It's just a freestyle.
Okay.
I'm just gonna think it up as I go.
Freestyle. Well, let me sit back. Go ahead, Marshall.
Okay.
So confident, both of them. I'm just gonna think it up. She's like, well, let me sit back. Both of them have straight up confidence in what he's about to do.
Years ago, they tried to put me in the, this is live.
Did you want to try to read something from your book?
Yeah.
Okay.
Beaming with confidence and almost oozing coolness until put on the spot. Once he was put on the spot, everything went to shit. Years ago, they tried to, this is live. She said, did you want to try to read something from your book? Yeah.
The line was broken years ago.
Like, completely folded on everything he was set out to do.
Don't you remember 70 years ago, we were boys together?
Now, I'm going to tell you what happened here, right? So, he had a pre-written bar that he was going to spit. He was going to pretend he was freestyling, but it really was something that was written more like a cipher so that it would sound like it was something that he was thinking up. But he wasn't thinking it up. He had written it, but can't obviously look at the lyrics while he's supposed to be freestyling. So he goes for it.
Now lean forward and choke yourself.
He forgets everything after the first line, and he couldn't recoup from it. So she's like, I better save this. Do you want to read something from your book? And he's like, yeah. The live camera action got to him, okay?
It got to me.
Years ago, they tried to put me, it's needed on a t-shirt, and on the back, just a blank, like a fill in the blank, just a blank. Years ago, they tried to put me in a ... on the front, and then on the back, long blank with a dot at the end of the blank. That's the t-shirt we need. He put it on the t-shirt he's wearing and sell it. Make it one of those t-shirts that's tight around the arms, got a bit more room in the belly, make it for men about his size and about my size, and that shit's gonna sell. That's his path in life. That is probably what God's calling him to do.
It's my calling in life.
Years ago, they tried to put me in the...
You can think, dude, there's not even a beat that he had to like rap to there. He could have thought something to go with that. Like, it would have been easy enough, you know? Years ago, they tried to put me into jail. Then they tried to send me to hell, but I won't fail. I get up on a talk show and then I will tell. No, yell. You know what I mean? There's no reason for him not to say something.
This is live.
And to completely just bail over. I mean, that's hilarious.
Next, please.
All right. So far, so cringy. Moving on to the next clip that Tom Arrow sent over is Santosh Pandit sings his new song live. Head swimming in a suit. It's my first impression. Okay, suit's too big for him. Better dressed than Basil or Chris Young, for sure. Full luscious mustache. Ridiculous hair, a lot of moving the head around in the suit. That's why it makes it look like it's swimming. Suit's just too big for him, I think, and that's where that kind of fail is. But let's hear him sing. Apparently, this is his Santosh Pandit. I think this is Sandush though. Santush, whatever. Who knows? Apparently, this song was like in a movie, and it's like his first English song or something like that. So he's gonna sing it live on TV. Let's see what it's like.
Music is the name of love. Puppy, your name is love. Kissing is the part of love. Marie is the result of love. You are my Jackson, Michael Jackson.
The audience is cringing too. Oh.
You are my lover, crazy lover. Music is the name of love. Puppy, your name is love.
Puppy? Hold on. I'm missing something. I'm missing something because it can't.
Music is the name of Lala.
Music is the name of Lala, okay?
Puppy, your name is Love.
Puppy, your name is Love. So music is a part of Love. Puppy, your name is Love.
Kissing is the part of Love.
Kissing is the part of la.
Kissing is the part of love. Marie is the result of love. You are my Jackson, Michael Jackson. You are my lover, crazy lover.
You are Mike Jackson. Do you see how he bounces when he did Mike Jackson? You are Mike Jackson, Michael Jackson. You are my lover, crazy lover. Music is a part of love. Kissing is a part of love. Love. Jeez. And here's the thing. This is my part of the world. In terms of my heritage, my ancestry. My dad's from like around that part. My dad's from Tehran, Iran. And they have a lot of this type of music over there, and it's crazy.
Don't cheat a lovable heart when you feel that love. Don't love a cheating heart when you feel that cheat. Don't miss a lovable heart when you feel that true. You are my Jackson, Michael Jackson.
Hold on. This is ridiculous. Why are these people on TV? Don't cheat it. What? Dude. Don't cheat a lovable heart.
When you feel that love. Don't love a cheating heart when you feel that cheat.
Don't eat a lovable heart when you feel that teat. Don't eat a lovable heart when you feel that teat.
Don't miss a lovable heart when you feel that true.
True. Don't cheat a love beater when you feel that true.
You are my Jackson, Michael Jackson. You are my lover, crazy lover.
Every time he sings Michael Jackson, he starts bouncing.
Puppy, your name is love. Kissing is the part of love. Marie is the result of love.
The audience are so his own culture doesn't even like this. You can see it on their faces. It's cringy, they're embarrassed, and he doesn't know it. This is just another one of these guys who just doesn't know. I don't know how he ended up on TV. I don't know how any of these guys ended up on TV except BasilMarceaux.com. I mean, that's a no-brainer.
I'm BasilMarceaux.com.
When you feel that deep.
Please stop doing that with the seat.
Well, there's no doubt about it. Bad singing is like probably one of the cringiest things that I can imagine.
Well, I do love my American Idol, though.
I thought messed up religious people were, but this is pretty bad. I mean, there's the same cognitive dissonance here. These people don't know that what they're projecting out there is so far removed from reality. These people are really bad, and I love it.
What's next?
Up next, we've got Pastor Telly Fanning halting bad singing in church. Another church thing. So far, for a video that was supposed to not really have anything to do with religion or church, everybody seems to have had something to do with that, except our last one, Santosh Pandit. Okay? So, but let's see what happens. I'm sure we'll enjoy it regardless.
Look, whoa now. I want y'all to stop this.
Right, see, this is what I love. I love pastors like this. Like, dude, this has nothing to do with religion. These people, the choir behind him, have started in church to sing something when the piano kicks in. A couple of them started up, the rest of them didn't, and the pastor turned around and was just like, hey, we need to have a word. And I like that. I actually really like that.
Look, whoa now. I want y'all to stop this. See, sometimes I have to say these things, but y'all still, I want somebody to lead this song that's a good singer.
Wow, yes, I so agree with him.
I'm excited about what you're doing.
The older lady on the right knew that that's what was happening, that the pastor has had enough and this keeps happening and he's gonna put an end to it. So she started smiling the second that he said sometimes I have to say these things. Let's go back one more time because it's worth it. We've got to analyze these. We have to make sense of the chaotic cringe.
Look, whoa now. I want y'all to stop this. See, sometimes I have to say these things, but y'all still, I want somebody to lead this song that's a good singer. And I don't want one person to keep jumping up every time something is sing. They'd be the first one to jump up to sing a song. Y'all make me say these things sometimes.
I love it. I love it. And he's right though. Dude, it's the nicest, most polite way to single someone out when the singling out needs to be done. And in this case, I agree. This person needs singled out, okay? Stop jumping it. Don't be one of these people that dude, I used to do gigs, right? And I've had it happen a few times, but I remember specifically this one guy I used to play with, and the way we would gig is he would sing one, I would sing one, and I made the mistake of bringing two mics one night so we didn't have to keep trading back and forth, and he decided that, oh, this is great, we can duet. What he would do is when we got to the chorus of whatever I don't know what we were singing, let's say Purple Rain, right? Okay, we're singing Prince, Purple Rain, right? And he would come in over the top of me and start singing the same melody in unison as me, but not quite correctly in time, and it sounded awful. Fair enough if he would have been doing harmony. That would be cool. This dude wasn't. He was just singing bad melody. He wasn't that good of a singer either. He would do bad melody over the top of the melody I'm singing, and then that makes us sound like stereo shite, okay? So that's annoying, and that's what this pastor is sensing with his choir, and that's what makes him my favorite pastor of all time. I'm glad he's doing this. He's Simon Christing himself out there, and it's working. Good job. He's gonna put an end to this piece of shit old lady who keeps trying to sing in, Eye of the Sparrow on her own and, cut everybody off and leave them in the dust. And I like it. I think it's brilliant. I wanna know where this church is. I'm going there.
Because you do it too often. When you do it too often, you're going to hear from me, and then guess what? I don't care.
Super.
All right, somebody sing the song. I'm not saying you can't sing, but I don't like to see you jump up and lead a song more and more and more, and you're not an expert singer. Now listen, I know singers on the choir now. I can tell you whether you can sing or not. Is that right?
Brilliant. I love him. I don't know who he is. I do know who he is. Sorry. Telly Fanning. Telly Fanning, send me an email address. I'll send you all my money. I love you. Amen.
You gonna show me the money.
Well, Pastor Telly Fanning was definitely a nice break from the chaos that we were listening to earlier. And now we're thrown right back into the deep end with a file just simply titled Weirdest Song Ever. So let's take a look. You know what? It's hard. It's hard to listen to really bad music and really bad singing. And I don't think that that's just because I used to sing. I don't particularly think I'm the best singer in the world. I think most people can tell when the song's really bad, when it sounds really bad. Most people can tell. Some people more than others, but most people can all agree there's a floor that you hit, and when you hit that floor, that's bad singing, and there's no way around it. There might be a song or a style that you don't particularly like, but it doesn't mean that it's bad. But there is that floor, and underneath that floor is a graveyard full of murdered songs, and that's not what we want, is it?
It's like a graveyard.
So let's see what the weirdest song ever is. Hopefully we don't have to burn our ears off after this.
You looking at my ears?
I'm burning.
I mean, if the song is called Kurt Cobain's Vomit, then fine. Perfect. It's not weird anymore. It's actually accurate, but I don't think it's called that.
with you.
There's no way that he's not related to Yoko Ono or influenced or some shit. This is ridiculous. They've got like proper actual famous bands on the posters in the background. They've got microphones. The girl next to him, she's singing along the same sounds. This is something to someone somewhere. It's just not much to most. Does that make sense? They have a band. There's multiple people here that are comfortable with practicing these songs and performing them. Even my own mother, Nana Black. And look, I'm gonna say, Nana Black is not so great at detecting whether or not someone is singing in tune. She's not so good at it. My mother is more the type that will listen to someone singing live, and she judges whether or not they're good based on what song they're singing. So, does she know the song? Yep, she knows it. Does she like that person as a person that's singing it? Yep, she likes that person. Then she puts that together as though they're incredible. She doesn't know if they could be singing completely out of pitch and out of time and in a different key from what they're playing. My mom will go, yeah, but they're a nice person. Yeah, that's right, they are a nice person. And I like that song. You do like that song. So then I like it. I like the performance. Yeah, it doesn't mean that the performance was good. And that's what my mom can't understand because she's tone deaf and her ears are clearly made of cotton reverb and auto-tune. I don't know whatever happens up in her head, but when she hears things, that's how she determines whether she likes the song. My mother would not like this song. My mother would not like these guys singing a song that she likes. That's how bad it is.
I guess it's pretty bad.
Now that was supposed to be the last clip, but I've got another clip I want to add on to this. I've actually got two clips I want to add on to this. I was talking about Yoko Ono, who, if you don't know, was John Lennon's wife, the Beatles, John Lennon. That was his wife, and she was insane. She is insane with her music, and she doesn't really have music. I'm just going to show you what her music's like. This clip I'm going to call Chuck Berry, John Lennon, and Yoko Ono to be simple. And this is a clip from, I think, like 1979, live on a show where they're Chuck Berry, you know, Johnny B. Good, is performing with John Lennon and his band, and Yoko Ono is there too, performing something. So let's have a look.
John, as we were saying earlier, although you had this admiration for Chuck for this many years, today was the first actual meeting.
I met him, I think he's the greatest. I really love him.
Oh, I didn't realize that. So, okay, so, you know, we've got Chuck Berry, icon of the 50s and 60s, maybe. You know, oh, Johnny, go, go, go. Go, Johnny, go, go. Johnny be good, right? So we got Chuck Berry. And My Ding-a-Ling, another song of Chuck Berry's. And we've got John Lennon, obvious legend from the Beatles and just his solo career, and, you know, known for good music. So you've got these two legends. John's been a fan of Chuck Berry for a long time. I can only imagine that Chuck Berry is a fan of John Lennon's, and then now they're going to meet together for the first time and perform for the first time, and that should be awesome, shouldn't it?
If you were to try and give rock and roll another name, you might call it Chuck Berry, right? In the 1950s, the whole generation worshipped his music, and when you see him perform today, past and present all come together, and the message is, hail, hail, rock and roll, right on.
Here he is, Chuck Berry!
He's dressed like Prince, just saying. All right, okay, so look on the right here. See the little small girl with the, I mean, they all have long hair and are the same shape, so it's kind of hard to know who's who. So Yoko Ono is on the right, to the left of Chuck Berry, on the right of the screen, and she's got a mic that's aimed down at her little conga or bongo or djembe or whatever it is, and she's got one job. You know, that job is to just tap out the rhythm ever so delicately, and just be there to be there, right? But that's not what Yoko Ono has in mind.
Long distance information, give me Memphis, Tennessee. Try to find a party, trying to get in touch with me.
Now look at that lovely little moment there, where John Lennon is performing with one of his idols, and Chuck is performing possibly with someone he highly admires in the music industry. They've sang the first couple of songs sort of half face-to-face, singing together into one mic, and it sounds great. It's the voices of two iconic legends blending together for the first time, and that for them it's that connection, for the audience that it's that connection, and nothing could possibly go wrong.
Home is on the south side, high up on the ridge, just a half a mile from the
Ah! What a way to wreck a moment, right? I mean, and Chuck clearly had no idea this was coming. Did you see his face? I'm gonna slow that down in slow-mo. Let's just watch it again, and then I'm gonna slow it down in slow-mo.
home is on the south side, high up on the ridge, just a half a mile.
What does she think she's doing? I mean, that's so embarrassing. Like, and John is like, dude, John's a legend. John Lennon is absolutely a legend, and there's, you know, no doubt about that. But he is such a fucking bitch right now, just whipped by this little woman. Barry's face, man. That's such a narcissistic thing to do, to just totally take over and commandeer that situation, that moment, that beautiful, iconic moment between legends, and just ruin it with... I mean, to be fair, she could be speaking in tongues. I mean, that would explain a lot. That would explain everything, to be honest, when it comes to Yoko Ono. If she's speaking in tongues, then this is a prophetic moment. It's not iconic. It's not a music moment. This is a God moment. And I think everyone should just respectfully boot her ass out onto the street and let those guys perform.
I'm gonna kick her out.
But you know, for the rest of their set, Chuck's sitting there going, oh my God, I hope the fuck he doesn't do that again. Every ounce of respect he had for John Lennon just went out the window when she made that screechy noise. When she prophesied by the Lord thy God. That's what happened. Forgot, sorry.
In your name we pray. Amen.
I have one more clip. It's the sequel to the clip we just saw. So John Lennon obviously is gone. I'm not sure about Chuck Berry. He's definitely not on tour with Yoko Ono, but Yoko Ono is still out doing her thing. And okay, fair enough. That last clip was from the 70s. So she would get better at what she's doing. She would learn as she gets older that shit, that's embarrassing and that's cringy. So what happened was she was invited to perform at some kind of art exhibit, right? Now this would be in the last 10 years, I believe. And now bear in mind, someone paid a lot of money, booked her in, thought this will be good art to go along with the art we're displaying. And there's a bunch of people around waiting and watching and filming with their phones. And yeah, it's worth the earplugs. I mean, it's a cross between speaking in tongues and an orgasm for sure. But what bothers me the most is the amount of people standing around this art exhibit place. That, I mean, like, she wouldn't have been cheap. This would not have been like a cheap, if they paid her, she wouldn't have been cheap. This is a woman who's very confident and thinks that she's worth a lot more than she is when it comes to art. So, and I'm sure, I don't know her, I'm sure she's a lovely, insane person, but they all clap like they've just seen something spectacular, and she starts to walk off on her own. No one has approached her to talk to her, take a photo with her, or to cause her any harm, and you've got these two wonder bazoons rushing up to her left and right to usher her out the way she was going already, and so big security guy with an earpiece behind them, so no one does something. It's hard to know what to say about that, especially when you look back after all the years and Yoko Ono hasn't changed or learned or gotten any further. You kind of realize why Paul was so pissed off at Lennon. It's a bit like the Emperor's New Groove. People have been fed a line that this is talent, this is art, this is something rare and unique and special, and it isn't. It really isn't. And I can totally see why McCartney and Lennon had their issues over this woman, which it clearly was over this woman. I mean, imagine the absolute batshit crazy stuff she's probably done. And people are paying her to do it. So, you know, that creates this type of content. That creates this type of cringe and content, you know? Look back at all these guys that we've watched today. They all have, they're all disassociated from reality. And that's just it. Except for maybe Marshal Pope. But alas, I couldn't possibly watch another cringe video right now. My ears are burning and bleeding at the same time, and
You were trying to run away from God, and I wouldn't let you run.